it's freaking raining outside and it's crappy. So I'm not bringing out 20 different lights for lighting. But I wanted to come on. Yes, I'm losing my voice. I don't know why. I woke up like this. So that's how we get it. I brought my coffee. Oh, it's all Snoopy-fied. But if you guys are here, don't forget to comment. I know it's early in the morning on a Sunday, and I know people are probably ready to chat. But I am, and I want to answer everybody's questions that are out there, because I get questions every day, all day long. And I mean, it doesn't have to do with dentures. I get stuff that's all over the place. Good morning. Still love your name. I remember the first time I heard Funky Uncle John. I don't know why it reminded me of one of my relatives, but I was laughing. I like when people come up with funny names. Or truthful, funny names. Oh, yeah, you guys still have me in my pajamas. I always wear a house coat because I'm always freaking freezing. My hands are still swollen. But I'll wait for everybody to pile on in. Hey, Laura. No, we didn't get any snow, girl. We got rain. We're getting tons of freaking rain. But no, we didn't get any snow. Yeah, I have a lot of family from the UK. I don't know if I can handle the time zone difference. But I have a lot of friends that when I wake up in the morning, it's their nighttime. And they're like, yeah, I'm about to go to bed. And I'm like, damn. You know, it's funny. I remember when my youngest asked me, how does Santa get through all the houses in one night? I'm like, well, it's technically not one night. There are places like Japan that are almost a day ahead of us. There are people that are 12 hours ahead of us. So, I mean, technically, Santa can bang it out. He's got a couple of days, technically. So I just upload. I don't know if you guys are watching my shorts. A new video is coming out for my normal videos for people who don't watch shorts. But I do shorts all the time. Now, somebody asked me how much medication I'm on. I did like a couple of shorts that are coming out, and one already did. I have so much medication, guys. My half of my coffee table is just filled with pills. Thanks, Laura. Well, I figured a 1 minute video is so much easier than because I can talk. A 1 minute video is way easier than 10, 15, 20 minutes. So I just answer everybody's questions, and I always make sure I put their question that they ask and the person inside of it. So it's kind of like a little shout out that they get. And there's always somebody that wants to ask a question that they don't. So I'm glad for the people that do ask the questions that are out there because it helps other people because they don't have the nerve to do it. Meanwhile, I don't bite, bro. I'm just a normal person doing this. A normal person that's a hot mess full of diseases that got into this position because of it. Oh, somebody asked me because I used to do Instagram shorts or reels or pictures of every day I had a different Christmas cup. Yes, I do have that many cups. I like mugs. I feel like they give you your mood for the day. And this is just peanuts in a gang. Believe it or not, this was only $4.99 at TJ Maxx. You guys want new mugs? Go to TJ Maxx because they are dirt ass cheap and they're high quality. They're thick ceramic, good quality. And I love coffee. What was it? I think it was Thomas or Stevie. They asked me, what's one thing I can't live without in the world that's like a thing, not a person? And I was like, coffee. Because when I have esophageal issues and my throat closes up, and by the way, I have like 5 nodules on my thyroid. They keep doubling every year, so I'm going to have to get that surgically removed, which is trashing my singing voice and voice, which sucks. But it's just, Jesus, I'm a mess. So when people say, how'd you get through dentures? I'm like, honey, dentures was the least of my problems. It was annoying in the beginning because it's a weird, hard thing in your friggin' mouth. Who wouldn't be annoyed by that? But the more you wear them, the more you get used to them. It's like anything, just like people with braces or wearing a night guard, those are annoying. Honestly, I'm going to say night guards are more annoying than actual dentures. because I grind my teeth at night. So when I had real teeth, I had a mouth guard and I would choke on it. Thing doesn't have suction or anything. It's not like a denture. Hey, Hope. But yeah, mouth guards to me are way more annoying. What's up, Tessa? It is. I would say in a first month with dentures, ugh, I remember taking out my denture in and out, and it was horrendously painful. Sometimes you don't really realize how spiritual you are until you're in an obscene amount of pain, and you're like talking to everybody that's not alive anymore. Like I'm like Brock, and somebody help me down here. I look like a damn Dr. Seuss character. Can somebody see me? I understand you guys are busy. I think you got a lot going on and all, but I'm a who. Can you please check this? Thanks. But I do have this, and I tell people all the time, do not become a part-time denture wearer, please. And for all the veterans that watch me, they even know. If you just take them out and you only wear them for cosmetic purposes, the way you feel for the first month or two is how you're going to feel for the rest of your damn life with dentures. You got to get past that hump. You got to just put your big girl pants and big boy pants on and just deal with it. Because when you deal with it, and there's so much support and so many things out there that it can help you get through that hump. And don't think for the future. Don't think for tomorrow. Don't think it's just today. You need to get through today. That's the only thing that matters. So when people are like, oh, I gag on my dentures, there's only one possibly physical thing that would cause that. And that's when a dentist can't make dentures for crap. And they put like that much more after the molar. And it's like in your throat, then yes, physically that. But if it's not like that, it's mental because too many people online talk about gagging with dentures, but because you're overthinking it so much, you cause it. There's a lot of, even like when people are depressed and they have chronic pain and stuff, when you're depressed, you're not moving around, you're not doing any of that, it's going to cause more physical pain. Absolutely, it is. So you got to hang in there. I know it's hard, but once you get past that, it's so much easier. Okay, so Laura, I got a question to ask you. What the hell is empty nose syndrome? And if there's another name, I might know from that. Um, but what does dentures? Dentures don't block your sinuses. It stops before them. How do I know? Because I just got sick twice in 3 months and still post nasal drip. Um, but why would you choke on your partial and night guard? So that I'm curious about. Yeah, when it comes to that, like your first week with immediate dentures, you just got extractions. That first week, I always tell people to wear the damn denture at nighttime. Other than that, I normally never tell people to wear it because your mouth needs a rest. But the swelling is so extreme that if you take it out for those 8 hours, you will fluff up like the freaking, what's his name? The marshmallow dude. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And you'll never get those babies back in. Then you have to wait like a month when that shit goes down. And it's annoying. So, the secret, John, to, actually eating with dentures is security of denture. Period. Security of denture. So, if your denture is even a little loose, moving around, rocking, doing whatever, that's going to cause a problem eating with dentures. So, if your denture is not moving, it is tight, that bitch ain't. See, mine don't move for shit. If it doesn't move, you can eat anything you want. Anything you want. I always tell people to skip the spaghetti and stuff. Wait till you know how to eat because you might choke on that shit. But eating, I always tell people when you start out, eat on both sides until you start mastering it. Small bites of food. Start off with soft solids. Once you start mastering that and you start getting control, you can use your tongue to see how much you shredded that food and how bit before you swallow it. Because too many people have swallowed their food and not chewing, you're gonna choke to death and die. You can't do that. So usually, I always used my tongue to make sure I chewed it enough and then I swallowed. So there are many tricks to do it, but once you get used to it, you can just eat anything like a normal person. Sometimes they eat better than normal people. Start to wonder. I have to redo my soft reliners because this one's rocking on the bottom. I mean, I can still eat and do all that, but I want like my levelness. But I always tell people it's rough because I've seen, even when I've made stories and I told you guys what happened a long time ago, I just got dentures done. I was at the dentist's office. He's doing his thing, checking my shit. He goes into another patient because she's having a mental down issue and she wants to get rid of all of her teeth, even though she doesn't need to. She doesn't even need to. She wants it because her mom got it done. She wears dentures. Now she has a perfect smile. Honey, there's a lot of things you could do without getting dentures, like veneers, shit like that. There's even like snap on. I made a video of it before of another dentist doing it, but it like connects. It's like snap on bridge almost. There's so many things you could do. And he was like, Heather, I need you to talk to her. I'm like, so do you want me to cushion it or do you want me to be real? He's like, be real. So I was like, girl. I'm like, you don't even know. I'm like, keep your teeth because bone loss is a bitch, bro. Don't take out your teeth unless you need to. You think dentures is glorious? I took out my dentures. I'm like, do you think this is glorious? Because I was 33. I was like, so I look like I'm 80 now, being 33 years old. I'm like, you think it's so easy? Here, check out things I've actually videoed. I was like, what makes you want to get this? Because somebody else has it and they could just take their teeth in and out. She's like, well, I don't have to clean them much. I'm like, boo. You need to clean your dentures double now. Like, you got to take your dentures out, clean them twice a day, and clean your gums twice a day. That's double the work than you did with real teeth. At least with real teeth, you could do it all one shot. We can't do that as denture wearers. So, sorry guys, I'm just doing the lowest thing. Well, Laura, if you're choking on denture, that perspective, because you're coughing, I mean, I coughed my ass off having pneumonia, which that sucked. Um, but if your denture is in its place and it's not moving, even I didn't have that problem. Like, it was still there. Like, my denture wasn't moving and I wasn't choking on it. If your denture's moving and it's, lifting it up, and yeah, absolutely, you could choke on it. I used to worry back in the day with bottom dentures because there's no pout, there's no suction, there's no nothing. So they just come out and pop out. But I was always afraid. I was like, guys, don't sleep with the bottom denture because if you're a mover, if you snore, if you what, who knows what can happen? Don't take that risk. I still won't take that risk because I do not want to die from choking on a denture. It's not a way I want to go. I still can't believe I lost my voice when I woke up. I don't know. Well, yeah, there's also fear, girl, which is normal. If you're coughing, first of all, I tell people if you feel like you're going to throw up, take out the denture. Because the liquid comes in, it can easily go into the palate and pop that shit, and you'll be thrown out. I remember it was Spider Liz, who I used to watch, which I don't know where she went, but I love her. She didn't do a lot of whole how to, or it was more or less talking about her life, I guess. But she had a personality like mine, and I believe she's from New York, so that explains everything. But when she was sick and she threw up, her denture ended up into the toilet. It was lodged in. She lost it. It was gone. And for months, she didn't have a denture. And I feel for her on that because if you're going to be sick, you take out the motherfuckers. Take them out or your toilet's going to eat them. And then if they clog the toilet and you can't get that out because that's hard acrylic on ceramic, bro. That might not be. You better hope you have a small enough mouth for that. But then you'll end up needing to get a new toilet, which is going to be pissed, especially if you rent and your landlord's going to chew you out. But I always tell people make sure you have great suction because I coughed my head off, bro. I wasn't even really doing videos because I was so goddamn sick. Sorry, God, using your name in vain. My bad. Yeah, I'm that chick. I was so sick the first time with pneumonia when Stevie got me sick in September going into October. Dude, that dry cough, and it wasn't COVID, it was pneumonia. I had pneumonia, bronchitis, and a bunch of shit. and I was coughing my head off. And I was thinking, I'm like, should I just take out my denture? But I just kept suction for the top. So, amen to denture fit, because that stuff worked amazingly. But when it comes to, I have scleroderma. So if I ever find pictures of what I looked like younger, it looked like scleroderma gave me a nose job. So what it is overproduction of collagen. So it tightens you everything from inside out. So they check my sinuses and CT scan, which I have a cyst right here, and they're gonna have to redo my sinus canal. But I now have a deviated septum, and it goes to the left. Scleroderma rechanged everything. Like, it literally looks like I got a nose job when I didn't. I would not waste my money on that. If anything, I would have probably done lip stuff to make this more fuller, but when I get a new denture, I'll do that. Not the lip filler, but the denture will do that. Um, but yeah, my autoimmune disease has screwed up my life because I have also Sjogren's on top of it. But it's literally, my mouth is so small now, that they had to reorder an actual plate for me because I wouldn't even fit the child size. That's redonkulous, bro. So it'd be great if scleroderma can stop rearranging my face. Like, that'd be fabulous. Would love it. But if you have a good tight hold, you can get away with a lot of shit. If you're being cautious and you just don't want to fling out and you're just worried it can happen, yeah, I get it. People ask me all the time, Heather, when you're sick, when you take out the denture, I'm like, depends what you're sick with. If you got the stomach virus and you're throwing up a lot, take out those motherfuckers, or they're going to be in your toilet. So, it's safety precaution. But the problem is, if you don't wear your denture for 2 weeks, it's like restarting all over again, learning your denture. It happens quickly, but the first couple days or first few days is annoying. Because taking out your denture, you're so used to having all that room and space, and you don't feel anything in your mouth ever. Once you put them back in, it's like now you really feel the acrylic and you're starting all over again. It's a pain in the ass. So when people say, oh, Heather, you have it easier now with dentures, still get mouth sores. I still get shit. My dentures, they become loose. I have to do soft reliners. They could be digging in. I hate that. It's always the main areas because I have a very high cheekbone. So my denture, no joke, goes up to here. And a lot of people are like, no shit. I'm like, really? I could feel it. Hold on. I'm using my tongue to make sure I can feel it. So it's here. It goes right up to my cheekbone. And then it scoops down. So there's times when I'm sick and when I take out my denture, I can now blow my nose and do everything because it's like covering my freaking damn sinuses. But that's why I have so good suction on my dentures. I've seen a lot of dentures where they're like, the top has this much acrylic from, it's like here to here. And that's why they don't have suction. I'm like, why did the dentist form it to your face? They're supposed to. Hey, Brittany. I'm tired. But I'm trying to have a great day. Thomas is still sleeping. My oldest is at work since 7. My husband's at work. So it's just me and Thomas today. But I was by myself. Thomas is still sleeping because he's in puberty. He's 13. So now he's sleeping so much, which is rare for Thomas. But he's sleeping so much and he grows, man. My dad was 6'3", and I know for a fact, even though Stevie only got to 5'10" because of his father's 6 foot, but barely. Thomas is gonna be big. I think Thomas is gonna be a minimum of 6'1". But I figured since I'm bored and I miss going lives with you guys, why the hell not? Oh, and just a reminder for all the homies out there that want a Christmas card, for the love of God, send me an email. I'm going to be done sending them all out. Like I sent out a bunch a couple days ago. I'm going to be doing it again. What's hard, guys, is I'm normally already have them all out already, but the problem is I have such bad arthritis in my hands. And my swelling is really bad. So when I write, I can write a sentence, and then all of a sudden I get severe pain in my hands. I really want them to do x-rays and see what the hell's going on because this is the worst it's ever been. So I don't know. I don't know if with lupus anticoagulant disorder, it's not just a blood disorder. It's an autoimmune disease that throws clots at any part of your body. And I don't know if I have a clot in my hand or something. So we'll figure it out. Yeah, John, you're 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in, everything started to feel better. So now you can salt warm water rinse like twice a day, morning and at night. You don't have to go 4 times a day again. which I always tell people to do that for 10 days because the salt really helps. Dude, I when I did my bottom denture, I literally videoed and showed you guys how well it worked, and how quick your skin heals and does all of that. So it's what I learned even about dry socket is you can get up to a month, but it's more of a rare sense at that point. But like the first week is like a high risk. First 10 days is a medium risk. Like I love learning about shit, guys. My son thinks I'm crazy. He's like, Mom, why do you like learning so much? And I'm like, well, I'm a hot mess. And I know there's other hot messes out there. Shout out to my hot messes. And I'm like, I just want to learn enough to where I can help myself and help other people. And if you guys go through this later on in life, then you'll have an outlet to go to for information. Oh, Hope, is your husband doing Santa this year? Such a mom thing. Do laundry and dishes. So, Rebecca, when it comes to your lower denture, now everybody always says, oh, my bottom denture sucks. So, what I learned when I got my bottom denture, after I realized what the problem is, take your tongue to the roof of your mouth. See, my bottom denture doesn't move. If yours pops up, you got to adjust your denture and put it above the highest point of where your tongue muscles go because they constantly pop. You also got to stay on top of soft freeliners. All food and water go straight to the bottom, guys. And if you have a little opening, it's going to loosen everything. No adhesive will work. Soft freeliners should be done once a month on clockwork. Put appointments in ahead of time. Do what you got to do if you have warranty, or you can do it yourself clockwork every month. But make sure, because you got to stay on top of your bottoms way more than your top. Yay, he's still doing it. I love that he does that. Did you get like the gastric sleeve, Rebecca? Well, when it comes to malnutrition, there are things that you can do. See, I have it permanently. My autoimmune disease, no matter what I eat, it does not absorb shit. So I have malabsorption and malnutrition, which is annoying. I do my own B12 injections every 2 weeks or every week, depending on my blood work, because I can't hold B12 for shit. And neither can I do with vitamin D. I can't with shit. What are the other ones? I know magnesium is definitely one of them. You know what I learned about magnesium, guys? I didn't even know this. Within 24 hours, your body depletes 80% of your magnesium in your body. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But I always tell people, take vitamins, take what you need to take, but don't stop eating. Soft solids, do what you get, bone broth, do anything that you can to get nutrition inside you. Don't quit on eating. Don't try cushion grip. Girl, cushion grip is not a soft reliner. It's also not an adhesive. First of all, you can't use a soft reliner or adhesive until 30 days after extractions. Then you can go to town. But soft reliners, there's so much gum shrinkage. You've got to stay on top of it. Bottom denture, soft reliner, soft reliner, soft reliner. You need to do them all the time. And if you need adhesive after your dentist soft reliner, if you have a warranty, and if you don't, highly recommend Denture Fit. Even my Denture Fit, 8 months, my top is to have Denture Fit in the same reliner. And it looks pristine. When I showed Stevie the other day, he goes, did you just do it? I'm like, no, 8 months ago, maybe longer. And he goes, damn. I was like, word. That shit's amazing, but you've got to stay on top of soft reliners, guys. If it oozes out, that means you got too much gum shrinkage. Girl, Brittany, I'm going to be real with you. Don't worry about the damn problems. I thought the same damn thing because everybody complains about it, but it's me. I'm going to find the problems. I'm going to figure it out, and then I'm going to spread it to everybody so they know. You got to stay on top of soft reliners. All water and food, like I said before, goes in and will lift it. You got to do them on a regular basis for bottom dentures. Top can be longer, but bottom has to be pristine because any little water will pop it. Adhesive won't work unless you stay on top of those soft reliners. Fix-It and Ultramax is the strongest adhesive. Please wait 45 minutes before you eat and drink because it's a glue. It needs to dry. It needs to adhere to your skin. It needs to do all that. So those are the best things that you can do. Nothing of a mouthwash you're allowed to swallow. Nothing. The dentist mouthwash that I have, because I think there's only one that's a disinfectant. You're not supposed to swallow. You're not supposed to swallow any mouthwash. It's toxic. Or you can get drunk off of it, depending. But I use Oral-B Mouth Store mouthwash. Even if I have mouth sore or not, it prevents it, also cleans it. If I do get one, it minimizes it. So, and it just cleans your mouth altogether. So I use Oral-B Mouth Store mouthwash. It's the only thing I'll ever use now. Well, the whole thing is, anybody is going to lose weight with or without dentures if you're not eating. If you're afraid to eat, if you're, whatever, it's just going to happen. So you have to make sure you eat. There are so many soft, solid foods in the world that anybody can eat with or without dentures. If you have a crock pot, you can make anything and it will fall off the bone. You can have your meat, you can do whatever. It's easy. So there's a lot of things you can do. You just got to push yourself to do it. If your denture is loose, you've got to get a soft reliner, or eating is going to be impossible. Security of denture is the reason why people can eat. If people have a good fit on their denture, that's why they can eat so well. It's them not moving and they're holding tight. But if you use adhesive, you absolutely have to wait 45 minutes after applying. Everybody always did those blobs, and I came out with the trick, Hope knows this, like 3 or 4 years ago. And I told everybody to do a thin layer inside the entire denture. The whole denture, inside the walls, inside whatever, the inside of the denture, a thin layer. Then put it in, bite down, wait 45 minutes before you eat or drink. Those babies are not going to go anywhere if you have a good fit with your denture. All adhesives melt with water, any liquid. So you have to do soft reliners. There's no way around that. You have to. Thanks, Rebecca. Well, girl, when you just said would a liner help? Yeah, I say that all the time. Soft reliners, guys. Soft reliners is the only way you're going to have a good quality of life with dentures. Well, John, at your stage, when I was going on 3 weeks, I was able to eat anything. If your denture fits perfectly and you don't need a reliner already, if you get your denture and it's already loose, your dentist failed at making the denture properly. That's when it's loose, you're supposed to hand it back to them and say, nope, you got to redo this. Denture's supposed to fit. Just like when you swell and you're going through a swelling phase, they should be tight. Like, those bitches are going to hurt tight. If your dentures are loose at 2.5 weeks, that's because your dentist messed up and didn't make the denture properly. They either didn't do the height well enough, they didn't do the fit well enough, because you don't really start gum shrinkage until 3 weeks. That's when it starts. 3 weeks to a month. I didn't even need adhesive or a soft reliner until 2.5 months into my journey. I only use Denture Fit. If you guys have a warranty, you can't do your own work. You can't. You absolutely can. You signed a waiver, you signed all that stuff with your dentist saying that they will do all your work. So hopefully you have unlimited soft reliners if you have a warranty. There's some of them that are sketchy, bro. They only give you like 2. I'm like, what is 2 gonna do for you? I'm like, by the time you hit 4 months, you won't even be able to wear your denture anymore. That's ridiculous. Absolutely freaking damn ridiculous. Hold on. Stop. John, why did you get a reliner in 5 days? You can't. Why are your dentists like this? Not all dentists, but nobody should be doing a reline on your denture until 30 days after, because the chemicals go into the bloodstream, can rip out the blood clot, it can rip out the healthy skin. You're supposed to, if they suck at making dentures, they're supposed to have redone it, not try to cover up their work doing a soft reliner. That's why I do my channel. That's why I give out the information, so you guys can go into the offices, be educated with everything, and they actually have to do their job properly. Because a lot of people don't know about the dental world. Most people don't, and especially the denture world. So they can get away with doing what they do, and they can't. It's not gonna go or end well. But dude, no, nope, no. I wouldn't be okay with that. Absolutely freaking not. I've known way too many people that get dry socket because of it. It's all over the internet. You're not supposed to use adhesive or a soft reliner until 30 days after. 30 days after. Not using harsh chemicals on fresh open sockets. The suction, everything can just rip out the blood clot easily. And that's another 2 months of hell you're going to go through. I always tell everybody, if you have a warranty, Schedule your soft reliners way in advance. Do it every month. The massive gum shrinkage is ridiculous. Brittany, but it's the whole fucking damn medical world. It's every damn profession in this free world. You're going to have good and bad people. It's just the way it is. But that's why I want to educate everybody and give them the information if they want it. You know, they don't have to take it, but I put it out there. So if some dentists try to put one over on you or try to not want to handle their job and do it correctly, then, you know, you can give them the information and be like, yeah, no. If the dentures loose the day I get them, that's why everybody's having a problem so badly with their freaking teeth. It's because if a denture is not made properly by your dentist, or if they send them out, even my own dentist said dentures should fit like a glove the day you get them, like a glove. If for immediate dentures when you get extractions, because nothing's shrunk yet, it's only going to swell. So they should be tight, if anything. So you're set to go for the next couple months. You don't need a reliner. But I always tell people, make sure that you get ahead of time. Schedule them in advance. So they can't be like, oh, you got to wait 2 to 3 months because we have no openings. No, 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 no. Schedule them ahead of time. Then just say, hey, I want to schedule my next 3 reliners. So I don't have to hear you guys say, oh, you have to wait 2 months. Because I hate when dentists say, oh, for the first year you get unlimited reliners. But then they see you twice because they can't fit you in. And then you're screwed. That, to me, that's messed up. Yeah, don't use any glue, dude. Don't. And it sucks that he did that to you. That absolutely sucks. That makes me mad. I'm not even you. But I would have demanded him to remake the denture. Say, you know, the denture was loose the day you gave it to me. You did a soft reliner when it shouldn't have been done, which could have damaged me and caused issues like dry socket. You need to remake the denture or my life is going to be the next living hell for the next year. You guys, when a dentist says, oh, get your permanent denture in 6 months, say no. I'd like to wait a year, please. Because you have massive, massive gum shrinkage for a year, year and a half. So I tell people the earliest to get it done is a year. Now, if you have Medicaid or any state insurance and you have to wait like 3 months, you can't get immediate dentures, so they give you your permanent dentures way too early, that's fine. When you hit a year, make sure you get a hard reliner done. So it starts you over fresh for the future of 7 years. I get very passionate about this still, guys. I am 4.5 years in. I don't remember. I don't remember. That's sad. But I still get passionate because when I hear people are being taken advantage of or lied to or, you know, dentists are constantly messing up dentures, man. Like, it's ridiculous. And the main culprits, like, I've never been to an Aspen. Well, I've been to Aspen. I don't like them. Not the branch by me. And affordable dentures, but I hear what everybody tells me. Messages, pictures, everything. And I would say they are the most ones that cause the problems. And I tell people, if possible, go to a private dentist. Yeah, so, I mean, I wish I was too. But, Sean, it's common when people get knocked out. So you won't know until, like, a couple days later or whatever. But you still have plenty of time to tell him that it needs to be redone. Because a soft reliner, I would have never known. No, but you have all the other days, you know what I mean? So even if it's been 2 weeks now, you can still tell him. Be like, listen, I would have told you the first day, but I was kind of unconscious and a little delirious. But I should not have a denture that's too loose. I should not be getting a soft reliner 5 days after extractions. So I would definitely have a conversation with him because it's your quality of life, dude. It is your future of wearing dentures. Because you don't know who the hell wants to eat soup. I just hate soup. I am so sick of soup now. I think once the denture shit hit, I hate soup. I absolutely will never eat soup. First of all, canned soup is gross. It all tastes like just metal and the same, no matter what flavor you get. Well, if they put anything in the denture to fill in anything, it was a soft reliner. But I would definitely have a conversation with them because, dude, if you need a soft reliner 5 days, that's not good. That's not good at all. Holy shit, John. I mean, it sounds like a soft reliner, but it shouldn't have burned your mouth. They're supposed to let it cool. That's crazy. That's crazy. It was a soft reliner if they say it's temporary, because they wouldn't put acrylic in your mouth, like brand new acrylic burning your mouth. Like they know no dentist would do that, because they can't. They have to put it in acrylic mold. So it was definitely a soft reliner, especially if it's temporary. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. I would have definitely lost my shit. But you know, when I go to my dentist and I ask him questions, I was supposed to see him, but I was sick. But when I ask him questions, he's like, "Girl, you're Denture DiVa. You don't need me to answer you." I'm like, "I do. I don't have a degree, and I have other questions." And when I ask him a question, he goes, "You don't know that answer?" I'm like, "I might. I need to make sure I'm correct." And he was like, "Well, tell me what the answer is." I tell him, and he was like, "See, why are you asking?" I'm like, "Because I gotta confirm. I don't have the degree. I want to make sure I give people the correct information." Yes. So, jelly bean, and no, you can fix that. Um, some people's mouths, like mine was crooked too. Mine's a little still crooked, but one side is deeper than the other. This side's deeper than this side. So a denture can be slanted. You could just take a nail file a little at a time, make it level, and go from there. But that's supposed to be done before the soft reliner. So the soft reliner probably made it really bad. So you might have to redo it, especially if your bite's wrong and you know you can't eat stuff like that. So a dentist should know that to even it out. I did it myself because my face was too swollen for him to know, and I could do it myself anyway. Just take a freaking nail file, and I just tick a little off, bit, see the level, take a little bit off. You know, got to the level part. Then you could do your soft reliner because everything is equal. But a slanted denture is normal, guys. People freak out and say, "Oh my god, my denture screwed it." No, your dentist took the impression. It's your mouth that's all discombobulated, which is normal. We're not all the same. We're not all gonna have the same equalness. And I don't know why it's like that, but that's just the human body. One side is shorter than the other. So God bless you if you have equal sides. You know, you feel it and they go down the same out because that's cool. Yeah, it's all temps, bro. Immediate dentures, you're in it for a year. But temps are permanent, so it doesn't matter. You can just even out the sides. Especially the bite would be really messed up if like you're trying to eat and like you bite down and this side is like nothing is touching. You need both sides to touch when you bite down. See? And I say this to people all the time, please do not use a Dremel. It can easily break a denture, bro. Even if you're a damn pro, it will break your denture. Nail file is the safest. And it works. You might not notice it yet, John, because I didn't notice it until... Actually, I didn't notice it all for my top. It was my bottom, and I didn't notice it until about a month in. Well, smoking really doesn't have much to do with dry socket. I mean, it doesn't. So you could be just predisposition to it. Because I know people that no matter what extraction they get dry socket. And they could have been everything by the book. It just happens. It's really common for the back molars, like wisdom teeth and, you know, the normal molars. It's really rare for it to be the front. Because the front, you know, it heals so quickly. If you guys notice, when you look up at the front without your teeth in, they heal like they're already shut and closed in a week or two. And the back molars are like chilling, like, hey, yo, this is a late party. You know what I mean? But I didn't notice that mine was uneven until a while in. First, I noticed it one time in the beginning, and then it was even. But as gum shrunk, it became more in depth of lap-sided. So just fix it on a nail file. It's simple. It's such a simple thing. I don't like when and I see a lot of people talk about this, but I don't like when my dentists do adjustments because he over adjusts. I'm like, dude, I said a little bit, boo. Why you get a little excited? I'm like, and I tell them all the time, listen, if you're gonna get anybody, if you're denture, dentist, or you, adjust your dentures, and you can. If you have a warranty, you can adjust your dentures. Your dentist does, because if anything happens, it's on you, and you lose your warranty. But when it comes to your dentures, Never, ever, ever, ever adjust the inside. Your gums are going to shrink, honey. It's going to fix itself. You'll be fine. Only adjust the outside perimeters where like it sits here, where it sits here. Never the inside where your gums go in. Because you're making your denture bigger and looser. There's going to be no suction. It's going to be super loose. It's going to suck. So never ever adjust the inside. Well, yeah, sometimes, John, when people get dentures, they already have teeth gone. And that's what makes it harder because then those are fully healed, but the rest of it's not. So you're going to have lopsidedness. Not even that, is if you fill in. So when you do your soft reliners, if you do it or your dentist does it, that's supposed to put in the same amount for everybody. Because say this side had 2 teeth taken out, this side didn't, you're going to need more because there's already so much shrinkage on this side and bone loss. So you're going to need more on this side than that side. It really comes down to measurements, and you feel it yourself. That's why I always say I'm glad I do my own soft reliners. I mean, it sucks that I got to pay out of pocket and do all that stuff, but I'd rather do it myself and get it done correctly. Like, seriously, same soft reliner, 8 months. Can't ask for anything better than that. But yeah, when it comes to dry socket, it can happen with anything. If you drink from a straw, if you do any sucking motions at all in your mouth, straw, whatever else you do, you cannot have hot liquids. If you're drinking burning ass hot coffee, that's gonna loosen the blood. And that's how dry socket can happen. There's so many different things. If you had an infection beforehand, that can cause dry socket. And I've seen people get dry sockets so damn bad that when I was waiting to get my top teeth taken out, and this girl was holding a bottle, spitting infection inside of it, which was absolutely disturbingly gross. And she had dry socket just 1 day after extractions. And people even the mom said she gets it all the time. And I'm like, man, I feel for her. That's the one thing I prayed I never got. I do not want dry socket. Homegirl doesn't handle face pain, like tooth pain and stuff, very well. Um, so yeah, no. But the mom said literally every time it happened. So my dentist sent her an oral surgeon because it was bad. Like, bad. When you have to spit into a bottle, I'm like, dude, that's bad. Dude, why is my nose so stuffy today? Hope I don't have a sinus infection again. It feels floopy. But yeah, no joke, my dentures go up to here. Right where my fingers are. Right in here. I have really high cheekbones. But it's all through here, here, and it comes. Wait, yeah, it's not over here. It comes down and it's right. Wait. Oh, wow. It's like all up in there. It doesn't hurt. Probably because it's freaking scar tissued up now. Ugh. I remember the beginning. That just gave me memories. Do you guys ever have that? You either drink something, do something, or talk about something, and all of a sudden a memory will pop out of your head. That's from like a long time ago. I hate when that happens. Especially when I walk in a store and I smell a cologne that reminds me of somebody, and I'm like, ugh. Great. I can't believe my nose is so damn stuffy. I was mad. I woke up this morning and my voice was gone. But I'm not even kidding. I have nodules. Ooh, it's bumpy right here. So I have nodules. My whole thyroid. It used to have one. And they were like, nah, we'll let it chill, blah, blah, blah. Now, anybody can get them. Anybody can. Even Mariah Carey and freaking, what's her name, got surgeries for it. But mine keep doubling. And when I swallow, sometimes the food gets stuck and it moves it. It hurts. So I think I'm going to have a conversation with an endocrinologist and be like, hey, can we take them out? And can we record it? Because that'd be fun. Yeah, I hope. No joke, man. Like, fall, my allergies are bad. I always had bad fall allergies. But it's like, my nose just doesn't like me. It's so, and it's like, not like mucus clogged, but it's like stuffy, dry. Ugh. Like, what it's like in New York City with the smog and all the crappiness is what it feels like in my face. Hey, Marlene. But yes, I wanted to remind you guys that if you still want a Christmas card, email me. My email's everywhere. But I'm going to be finishing them up. Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to work. People ask me all the time, and I give people truthful answers. I would be real. Why the hell wouldn't I? But when people like, what works for the pain with, you know, this? I said ibuprofen is the only thing that's gonna help because we have inflammation pain. We don't have like nerve or whatever pain that's causing the majority pain. So people have taken pain meds like, yo, my doctor gave me Percocet or Vicodin or whatever, which makes me nauseous. Like, yeah, my doctors give me Percocet for my pain. It doesn't work, bro. I have too many diseases. But ibuprofen will help if you take it the day of extractions. And you set an alarm, bro. I'm not even kidding. Because the inflammation, for everybody who's got it done, you know the inflammation sucks. I'm not going to say it. But it sucks. So you want to make sure you have that timed of when you exactly take it. I think it's like 600, 800 milligrams. Please drink like milk or a milkshake or a smoothie without a straw to coat your stomach to protect it. Because nobody wants stomach ulcers. I've had them, almost died from them. Nobody wants them. When people tell me they watch my videos, my first reaction is God bless you and I'm sorry. Like that's the first thing that came in my head. Like, sorry, bro. I'm a little crazy. Have you gotten to the video yet while I'm yelling at people to wear their damn denture? There were people like, Heather, can you put that on a coffee cup? I'm like, no, maybe. I don't know. But my health went to shit. So a lot of people ask me to do stuff like that, but I'm still working with designs and stuff. I'm pretty picky. Hey, Janine. Yeah, seriously. I don't know if it's because of the dryness or what, but I even lost my voice. Oh yeah, I don't care if my videos are good or not. John, my first video, I had no idea what I was doing when I did my first few videos. No idea. I don't know how to use YouTube still, but I get lighting, it matters, but sometimes I just don't give a shit. I just want to put the information out there. I'm not here to be a beauty queen. I'm too tired for that. Yeah, actually, you know what works? Um, what the hell is that? The Alka-Seltzer Power Gels? Use them. Best shit I've ever used in my life. I'm like, I swear by that shit. Oh, my son was working extra hours this week. He's like, I'm broke for Christmas. I need money. And I was like, dude, you know what's going to happen. Every time you have school, you have jazz band, you have all, because he's a singer. He's the only singer for jazz band. And me and him sing together. I taught him how to sing because he wanted to learn how to sing like me. I'm like, you got the patience for this? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's do it. That's how it rolls. But I was like, how are you going to work 4 or 5 days a week and go to school and do all of that without taking it out on me and being angry? Not like, oh, he's mad he has to work. He just gets frustrated. He's tired. He's just venting to somebody and he just yells at me all the time. And I'm like, and or without getting me sick because I've already had pneumonia twice in 2 months, bruh. I don't want it anymore. And he was like, I'll wear a mask. I'm like, will you? I feel like kids don't also understand the concept of washing your hands. Like my hands are falling apart because I have OCD and I prefer it to be germ free. But apparently I'm a walking germ. I just want to breathe. I'm not a mouth breather, so I hate breathing through my mouth. God, it's hard to breathe through my nose. I don't know. Maybe I'll take out my. Somebody's like, Heather, why don't you use a neti pot? First of all, I tried that a long time ago. You have to use distilled water. Do not use tap water because amoebas can get up in there. It's to me, it's too dangerous to even bother. I no. But when you take out your denture just for like an hour, when if you're sick or whatever, let all this shit come out your face. Because mine is so high up that it will put pressure on my sinuses. If I get my voice back, sure. We were actually thinking about doing something like this on YouTube because if you guys used to watch my old lives, I used to play guitar on there, and a couple of my videos I sang. Um, but we spoke about, hey, why don't when this gets better? It's funny because day before yesterday I sang great, and then yesterday it was getting really hoarse, and then today I lost it. Whatever. So when I can, absolutely, girl, I'll pop on a live and sing for you guys. But this needs to unclog. Because I'll just sound like Fran Dresser trying to sing, bro. You know, I'm not sure who made coffee. I am not sure of any of that. But they should get, like, an award of some kind. Thank you, the world. Parents everywhere, moms, people who were like I was, busting my ass as a single mom, working 2 jobs, doing everything I can. Thank you for coffee. Thank you. I should write them a letter. Like to their family. Like, bro, do you know what you did for my life? Thank you. I got a few more extra hours a day to get that money. Now I'm a hot mess. And now coffee likes to affect my heart now. And I'm like, you a-hole. The best thing I love in life is trying to take me out. It's rude. Oh, short thing. I don't really use CoverGirl makeup much. I prefer Maybelline. I think it's better. But I use other makeups too. Which the ladies who keep asking me to do videos, I will. I promise. I used to do them. But when you get sick and you feel like shit, you're really not in the mood. But I gotta say this, I'm not a big fan of the normal lip glosses, like all the people that are older like me. The lip glosses that were like super thin. I mean, they tasted great. But like the Wet n Wild one, shit like that. Even the one with the roly ball, man, I miss those. But they never moisturized and actually did something beneficial. My friend told me to try this. Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss by CoverGirl. This one is, and it's funny too, My Straw Booty. What? Yes, My Straw Booty. But guys, it's like hyaluronic acid. It moisturizes. It took away my dry like lips and when I get cracks here from dehydration. My body's such a pansy, man. Because of lupus, I dehydrate very quickly. Like, I cannot drink for 45 minutes and all of a sudden I'm dying from dehydration. Like that. That's annoying. So I always carry my big ass water bottle that stays cold all day. It's great. But this stuff, guys, swear by it. Swear by it. Every night before I go to bed, I use a lip mask to keep me moisturized and because my lips, man. Um, but this stuff works way better than anything I've ever tried. So, get it. It's worth it. And I don't really promote cosmetics like that, but I would buy all these out. What time is it? How is Thomas still not awake and it's 11? I wish. I can't sleep past 6. And I try. But I also fall asleep. I'm not joking. Ask anybody in my household. This because I like to sleep with the fan on. So when Stevie came in and he turned my fan on for me because I forgot to. As soon as when he left the room, I passed out. So he was to come back and hug me. He goes, "How did you fall asleep like that?" I woke up. I was like, "What?" He goes, "How?" I took one step out. How did you fall asleep that quickly? I'm like, "I'm tired, man. Old age is a bip." Well, that's pretty cool though. Um, I like Google. I mean, I have a Google Nest, and she's a twat waffle. I'm not even gonna lie to you. She eavesdrops on my conversation. She always tells me she doesn't know shit, and I'm like, girl, what is the point of you? But when you go on Google, sometimes the information is not correct. Hello, Garland. Um, I'll show you guys. That's poking me in the face. Um, but it's not always correct. So I always deep dive, and that's where you get your information. But the coffee beans are not berries, so that'd be weird. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna write them a letter. I shit you not, because I wouldn't be here without coffee. Definitely wouldn't be. You know what's funny with this lighting? You guys can see all my freckles because I'm Italian, Irish, Brazilian, and like no joke. They're by the way. I don't know why people are painting on freckles. I'm like I try to cover them up with makeup, guys. What do you? Why are you putting on fake freckles? But yeah, I have freckles. Like there's billions all over my nose and here. My shoulders are absolutely covered with them. Like see that hole? It's all over the place. Seriously, I need that coffee, bro. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. So I gotta wake up Thomas. I'm gonna pop on later. I'm gonna set one to see what time. I'm gonna pop on later. I'm gonna do giveaways. I'm probably gonna hop on. By the way, if you don't follow me, Heather B. Denture DiVa on Facebook, go do it. Because I just did a live the other day there, and I'm gonna keep doing lives over there. So we're on top of it. Oh, John, me too. Me too. But now that my heart's a freaking a-hole, because of pulmonary embolisms, I drank one normal cup of coffee and then I do decaf, and it took me forever to find a good tasting decaf. Which Donut Shop, thank you, because at least you made a real flavored coffee. That's decaf. But I will see you guys on the flip side. Look out, because I'm gonna schedule lives and be a part of it, because then I'm just gonna do giveaways. I'm gonna have Thomas join in on it. But I love you guys. Stay safe and wear your damn denture. Wear them. Love you guys. Later.